Alrighty guys, good evening. Hope everyone's doing well. We're going to dive into some Genshin today. I'm a little on the tired side, but we're going to try and power through the latest events and get through that. But it is the school year now, so I unfortunately can't go super late today, especially since tomorrow I have a very long day. But we'll get as far as we can. How's it going, Dorolo? Congrats on first. Dragon, welcome in as well. And Will, how are you doing today? Welcome, welcome. I saw you guys were having a little discussion in the photos channel. I think you found your favorite anime of 2025 called Gacha Kuda? Did I say that right? Alright. Alright, we have an ad break going on in a minute, so I'll just get the game going here at least. Maybe do my dailies and everything. Sharpshooter on hand. Which one's that one? It's like Gacha, but with the eye. Okay, so Gacha Kuda. Did I say that right? Let's see. Oh, they just had me on commission quests. Alright, let me see. Doodles, welcome in. My dorm mate has officially nicknamed me. Wait, what? Why? Didn't the year just start? I'm sure they sound like the kind of person that comes up with a new nickname every like week. Check meme share. My computer's barely holding on right now. Let me see if I can do it on my phone. Because we're having frame rate issues. Meme share. I won't be able to hear it, but let's see. Is that Saber? I see Saber. Wait, why are we destroying musical instruments? Why? Did you think this would make me happy? Why are we destroying musical instruments? Let's see. Click these. Let me check my dailies on at least ZZ as well, just to make sure the shrine is doing okay. 6 episodes so far in season 1. How many are there supposed to be? Yeah, Zeta. Will didn't think this through. Will didn't think this through here. We were watching Good Omens, and he heard that. Found it funny. Decided my new nickname. Oh my god. Okay, they sound like the kind of person who's gonna give you a new nickname like every week. Let's see. Like Paimon. Wait, what happened? Wait, hold on. Let me. Oh, we're full up on resin. I gotta use that. Let's see. It's Monday. Everything is reset. Alright. Has anyone done the Elan event? Is it long? Like, how long are we talking here? Because if it's short enough that I can get through it in one stream, we're going to power through as quickly as we can. If it's definitely not going to be able to fit in one stream, even with the fact that regardless of the fact that I have to go to bed early, we might just break it up into two. If I use the SpongeBob sliding down the piano on Plankton. Be better. Lurkin. Thank you for the lurk.
Right here, right now.
Oh, 24 in season 1 is supposed to eventually. Alright, so has anyone done the Elan event?
Open fire. Locked on. Locked on.
Shoes up there in there. Paimon gives people ugly. Oh, that's right, they do. Not everyone, but like certain people. I'll just use up some resin here before we get going.
Emerge. Right here. Emerge. Let my name echo in song. Smile.
Oh my god.
Open fire.
I haven't done that event because Genshin is cutting support with PS4. Do you have a phone?
Hard hitting exclusive. Let's run.
Put into 2 hours. Is that what you mean? Because I play on my iPad. I have it on my phone in case I ever like want to play if I'm on the go, or if I just want to like at least convert to condensed resin. But obviously you guys know I mostly play on my iPad. If I were to play like regularly on a phone, I would need like one of those, like, you know, those like backbone controllers. I'm not gonna spend that much on a single controller like that. That's why I don't do that. But if I were insistent on playing on a phone, I would probably want one of those controllers. As it is, I play on an iPad with a Switch Pro controller, which obviously I already have.
Right now, right here. Emerge. Showing you things. Let the world come out.
Yes, but both of my mobile devices are taking space with HSR and ZZ. Okay. You have like one on each. Right now, my phone only has Genshin and ZZ, or sorry, Genshin and Star Rail, and not ZZZ. But to be honest, I don't really pull up any of them all that often on my phone. So we also have the release window for season 3 of JJK. Since it's confirmed, it's planned for either spring or summer. Okay, of next year.
Right here. Emerge. Right here. Strike a pose. Breaking you. Take me up. Come on out. Emerge. A sight to behold.
I don't think it's too long. I'm pretty sure I did it under 4 hours. I was pausing a lot, so I might have been able to do it a fair bit quicker. Okay.
Let's run.
Well, I'll probably be on about maybe 2 hours. So we'll see where we are after that 2 hours and judge where we're gonna stop. And we can probably do a little bit tomorrow as well. But tomorrow again, late start because obviously I have rehearsal in the evening, and I won't be home until a little bit later. Well, actually, I'd probably be home right about now, but then probably still have to eat dinner. One more.
Right now, right here, right now. Strike a pose! Time to shine! Hard-hitting exclusive! Ha! Bullseye! Locked on! Right here, right now, right here.
But I am very sleep deprived today, guys, so
Shower me with praise!
I am going to be laboring through stream a bit here.
Let's run! Locked on! Open fire!
Ooh, what? I just got 4 5 stars? What? Is my luck up? Do I pull? Okay, and then would love it. This would actually work. There we go.
Add Ash. Thank you for This realm is true. If you ever have any
Alright, real quick, let me check in on ZZZ. Photo chat for an interesting design. Let me see. I have to do it on my other phone here. What? What? Do I want to ask? What is even happening in that picture? Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. So yeah, I'm just checking real quick on the shrine stuff. Claim. Bum, bum, bum. Let that go. Let me catch up. Let's see here. Basically Gundam with rocket ship parts. Very goofy design. Do you see where the rocket parts are going? That's my main question and concern. Oops. No. Just getting our dailies in. Does anyone know how to unlock everyone else besides just Travis? Because I have no one else. I feel like I've been playing the game long enough that I should have others by now. I don't know where to get them, but... Oops. Okay. So we have 1 plus, so 21. 130. 273. Alright, so we're good there. Oh, sorry. Hey Nautico, welcome in. How are you doing today? Let's see. I don't have any mods, do I? Let me give a shout out to you here. Let's see. Just gonna say Genshin looks different. No, sometimes at the beginning of stream I'll just kind of go through and do my dailies in each just so I don't forget about it later. Because like 2 days ago, I was doing a 10-hour stream for Star Rail's 3.5 story, and because that stream ended up I ended at 4:30 a.m., which is like half an hour after reset, and I was like, wait, did I do my dailies in my other games? So luckily I remember, like, okay, in Genshin, for example, I claimed my daily Welkins, but I did forget to do the daily commission. So I was like, missed out on some Prima Gems there. So yeah, so like sometimes at the beginning of the stream I like to do the dailies in other games, especially in ZZZ with the Shrine, which I don't know if you got that far yet, because I think you're in 2.0, right? With the Shrine, it cycles through every, like, well, I can send them out on assignments that last 20 hours, but the thing is the actual, like, the shop or selling or whatever, it cycles through every like 12 hours. So how am I? Super tired. I got like 3 hours of sleep last night because I couldn't fall asleep. I'm sure staying up to finish said 3.5 in Star Rail the previous night did not help. Because, yeah, the previous night I stayed up till... I didn't get to sleep until after 5. And then last night I had to sleep ideally around 10 p.m. That didn't happen. And I think... What was it? It was like at least 3:30 when I was still awake in bed for several hours. And I think I hopped onto Zordon of Doom stream. I was like, I have to wake up in 3 hours, but I've been lying in bed for the past 5 and haven't been able to fall asleep. So I'm just gonna sit in this chat, maybe browse some K-pop Demon Hunters merch until I fall asleep. So yeah, I'm going on. It's absolutely less than 3 hours. I don't know how much. Actually, you know, I could probably check my health app. Let me check my health app. How much sleep does my health app say I got last night? What do you guys? What's your guess? What do you guys guess here? Oh, it's counting the nap I took today, which I wasn't supposed to take a nap, but you know, whatever.
Can we play banker next time?
So it says. Can I zoom in
I'm a
on this
little out
data
of
here?
practice these days. Any conflicts around? I'm in the mood for some peacemaking.
Let's see. Yeah, after this it says I was definitely asleep sometime after. So 3:44 to what time is this? Sometime before 7. I would assume it's basically when my alarm went off. So yeah, it's about 2 hours 45 minutes. Did you guys hear that? There's a society known as the Sphere, and the wealthy lives inside the sphere, while the poor lives outside. I feel like it would be the other way around. Throw trash down, and our main protagonist gets wrongly accused of murder. Ooh. Thrown into the pit. And we follow his story as he gets revenge on those who wronged him. Hope we can get a better night's sleep tonight. Yeah, so that's why, like, I hear this Yalan event takes about, like, 4 hours according to Dragon, or maybe less, because they said they were also getting distracted sometimes. But I don't know if I'd be able to finish it today. So we'll try and finish it today. If we don't finish today, we can try and finish it tomorrow. Tomorrow, remember, guys, late start to stream because I will be coming from rehearsal. Rehearsal ends at 8, and I will have not eaten dinner yet. So, let me see. Not, oops, I was in the right one. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, the hope is that I can end stream around like 10:30 my time, and then get to bed by 11, and then that way I can get hopefully close to like 7, maybe 7.5 hours of sleep. I do have a long day tomorrow, like I said. First day of classes tomorrow. Luckily not a full day of classes. But it's first day of classes tomorrow. And then I have to run rehearsal because my co-director won't be there because it's their kids' back to school night. So I don't have kids, so I gotta be there. Yeah, we got ads. I'll wait another half a minute before we start here. But I do want to kind of power through this as quickly as I can. Is there anything else I need to check on? Oh, this thing ends in 2 hours? Kept trying remaining 4 hours. I'll just do it tomorrow. It's fine. Says I've had elevated levels of breathing disturbances. That's why my watch keeps telling me I have sleep apnea now. But this didn't start until like January 20th specifically. How long was the nap? From... Yeah, it's hard to tell. Yeah, well, whatever. Back, what'd you say in response? Ads played while you were reading it. Oh, I was just kind of reading it. Because I'm not familiar with it, so I had to read it just to know. At the moment, I'm not watching any shows, really. I mean, from time to time, I'll continue catching up or rewatching the old X-Men. Because eventually I want to watch X-Men 97. I haven't gotten there yet. And then... I still need to watch Andor Season 2. But alright, so we're back from ads. I think it's time we can start. Did all these. Yeah, I did the entire Spiral Abyss for the first time ever, guys. Like, completed for 12-3. I didn't get all the stars yet, but it's the first time I've beaten 12-3. Well, I guess to be fair, I've been able to beat 12-1 before, but usually I don't get any stars, so it's like, okay, well, why bother going further? So I guess I haven't tried necessarily. But yeah, this is the first time I actually did manage to finish 12-3. I missed 1 star each on 12-1, 12-2, 12-3, but I want to watch the show. It's on Crunchyroll with 6 episodes so far, but I don't know if they're all dubbed yet. Okay, well, let me know when the dub is out or expected to be out. Do you know if any of them are dubbed? Alright, tracing vanishing trails. Summer is here, and on your way to Yilong War for tea, you and Paimon run into Yelan. It's not long before you find yourselves embroiled in a special case. By the way, guys, sometimes when I'm on sleep deprivation, like severe sleep deprivation, sometimes I start to slur my words. I'm not like drunk or anything, but I'm just like sleep deprived. If I start to do that, let me know, and I'll make sure I try to enunciate better. But yeah, let's go ahead and start. Let's see. Sample tea at Yilong Wharf. Oh wait, that's Yilong Wharf? I forgot that was what that was. Alright guys, we're going to Chenyu Vale. Actually, never mind, they're both coming out at the same... Oh, perfect, okay. I see Yelan. And a friend.
Wait, the person drinking tea over there. Isn't that Yelan? Ooh, looks like she's having some kind of tea party with friends. We're just in time.
Who's the friend? Something's not right. There are eyes on this place, and not the friendly kind either. Oh, yeah, look at all the people at the table behind them.
Aren't we gonna go say hi?
Well, Officer Edler, after all that work, I think we've got them this time. Might take a few days to wrap up things in the field. In the meantime, I think you've earned yourself a break.
Much appreciated, Miss Yelan. This case really took it out of me. 13 strongholds. One thieving weasel after another. We rounded up so many people, you almost start to hope a few were innocent, just to balance it out.
Okay.
I'm just glad we finally took down these crooks. Anyway, I'm gonna drop in on that old classmate of mine in Chaoying Village and reminisce about old times.
Don't forget to take some tea and dim sum back to your friends at the Maison Gardiennage.
With these guys. Labrea, welcome in. How are you doing today? Oh, they're trailing them.
Oh, looks like Yelan's friend left. Paimon kinda wanted to meet her.
I have a bad feeling about those two onlookers. Yelan must have noticed them, right?
Ah, another pleasant surprise. Traveler, Paimon, take a seat. Excuse me, a pot of your finest Yunlai white tea if you would. And 2 more place settings. Now, judging by that expression, I assume you came over to ask about the 2 spies that were just watching us.
Ah! Spies? What spies? There were spies around here just now?
Paimon not listen to me at all. Doing fine. How about me? I'm doing okay. I'm a little tired. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, but we're doing okay though. 45 days until campaign 4 critical role. Spoiler, I'm leaving. Oh yeah, no worries, Bernadette. Yeah. We just started, so you didn't see anything really. But yeah, if you haven't done this yet, no worries. But thanks for dropping in. Appreciate you dropping in to say hi. Hello. Hope you're doing well today. Losing to a bear in Elden Ring right now? That's not fun. Let's see. The 2 of them were definitely up to no good. They eavesdrop on your conversation with your Fontanian friend.
Oh, more than that, I'm sure. I bet they already sent someone to tail Officer Edler. Anything to foil our operation.
Ooh, so you're tracking down some criminals? They've got some nerve spying on you like that. Pretty bold if you ask Paimon.
Well, those tend to be the kinds of cases that cross my desk. If I could leave it to someone else, I would. I could have been on vacation right now. Mora laundering, to the tune of 10 figures and counting.
10 figures. Let's see. By the way, is Rafal in the standard pool for Faye? Yes. Nell is not because they're rearmed. Let's see. Oh, you're past this. Oh, so you have started. You started this event then. Okay. Yeah, I don't expect that we can finish based on because the dragon mentioned it took them 4 hours. So because I have to get to bed early today, I don't think I can finish that as much as I would like to try and finish in one sitting. Let's see. Those were your thoughts. You didn't say them out loud. Which ones? Oh, if you have to handle it yourself, I guess it must be pretty serious. Oh, I didn't. I accidentally clicked too fast. That's why I went back to read it.
Laundry? What does that have to do with Mora? And who are these figures? There are 10 of them?
Paimon.
In layman's terms, a certain merchant in Fontaine possesses a large amount of Mora obtained through illicit means. But it's easy to get caught when you're moving that kind of cash. So you cover your tracks, create a front to avoid detection, and what do you know? Your illegal Mora now looks completely legit. And this merchant's front of choice? Fine art and antique auctioneering.
Fine art and antique auctioneering. Do I know this merchant?
He buys goods from all over Tevat, brings them back to Fontaine, and rebrands them as pieces of fine art, driving up their price in the process.
It sounds very familiar, but I can't remember who. By the way, I'm going to ignore Kaizen's advice this time and wanting Hycealans. What do you mean? Wait, what did Kaizen say?
Then, when the items go to auction, he buys them up at their inflated price with his own illicit funds. And through this exchange, the proceeds he receives in return are clean. This process allows him to legitimize his illicit wealth. He even launders Mora for other criminals as well, a business which earned him the title, the Dark Financier.
Considering your involvement, I'm guessing some of his collectibles are from Liyue?
That's to be expected, I suppose. In Chenyu Vale, you can get your hands on exquisite antiques without breaking the bank. Tea sets, porcelain, jade, statues, all easily marketed as pieces of fine art.
Sounds like the average scalper. Tisk tisk. Pull for who you want, yeah. Wait, what did Kaizen say?
Liyue goods being used in illicit underground schemes poses a real threat to our trade standing in the long run. So, instead of getting to enjoy my long-awaited vacation in Fontaine, it's back to work for me.
Okay. Paimon thinks she gets it now. It's like moving Mora from one hand to the other. In other words, just disguising where it originally came from.
Yeah.
But if you know what this merchant is up to, shouldn't it be pretty easy to catch him? You go to the auction, wait for him to appear, then nab him right as he goes to purchase his expensive piece of Liyue art.
Not a bad plan, Paimon. But there are too many loose ends. If you were the mastermind behind this whole scheme, would you really expose yourself as the face of the operation?
That's true.
Oh, yeah. You wouldn't want to be seen doing the dirty work. You'd send someone else instead. Like, if Paimon was the bad guy, she'd send the Traveler. No, wait! Even if Paimon turned bad, the Traveler would never. Paimon would need, like, a group of minions or something. Oh. Oh! Paimon gets it now.
Never mind that part. Okay, but what did Kaizen say? And do you want high ceilings, or are you skipping high ceilings?
Even if you track down the goods, if this dark financier guy isn't the one doing the buying at the auction, you won't catch him.
It's not just a matter of who's at the auction. You also have to source the goods, transport them back to Fontaine, get them to the auction house. None of which are tasks he performs himself. He has a whole crew to hide behind. Tracking down the goods is already complicated enough. They change hands so many times, the trail is almost impossible to follow.
Foreshadowing. Did cross my mind.
So the most logical course of action is to play the long game. You start small. You find someone you can follow behind all the smoke screens, who'll lead you straight back to the dark financier himself.
Which means you wanted them to overhear your conversation. To make them think you've let your guard down. Smart.
Well, wait, so you were just pretending? And to think, Paimon thought all that stuff about wrapping up the case and taking a break was actually true.
Right you are, Traveler. Working with the Millilith and Officer Edler, we managed to launch attacks on all of the Dark Financier's strongholds, which allowed us to nab most of his crew. Those spies just now were his most important agents, the two people he trusts to have direct contact with him. The first is Corday, a senior member of the Fontaine Antique Association, in charge of auctioning off the goods. And the other is Dodamani, a ship owner from Sumeru and longtime cargo transporter. They're under pressure to salvage the situation, so we let them slip through the cracks on purpose. The goal is to make them think that, by some stroke of luck, they're in the clear and have room to act. They think keeping tabs on Officer Edler will allow them to operate under her radar and get whatever remains of their goods out of Liyue. But little do they know, while their attention's fixed on her, I'll be secretly gathering the intel that's gonna bring them crashing down. So, interested in coming along for the ride?
Yes, please. Let's see. Brendan Fan says, I want to pull her near the end of her banner. Okay. So that should be around the end of August, because the banner changes to Saridra on September 2nd. So yeah, toward the end of August is when you want to start looking at that then. Oops.
I'm curious how you take to this line of work. Could be some potential there.
Taking down a criminal syndicate? I'm in. Getting to work with Yalan? I'm in. What do you say is foreshadowing? Oh, Lana Bird? Or what?
Yeah, we kind of stumbled into this whole thing, but now we're a part of it too. Let's do it! For Yelan, for the people of Chenyavale, and for, the Liyue business world.
I admire your selflessness, Traveler and Paimon. Let me be the one to look out for your self-interests then. Namely, your payment. How about we do this the Fontainian way? You'll get exactly what a top agent receives for a dangerous field mission. Getting started is always the hardest part, but luckily, I have a lead. The Dark Financier's crew is even more on guard than usual, so our best bet is to do some counter-surveillance to get on the right track. And I think I know just the place to start. Let's head northeast and see if I'm right.
Northeast. Whoa, what is this? Mystery? They even got that, like, the red yarn tying everything. Okay. Wait, if Yalan gets a new, like, outfit, are we going undercover? Do I get a new outfit? Remember we talked about Hycelan's benefits my account? Right, yeah, I remember that. Grand Coda, welcome in. Did you make your pick for CYL? Not yet. We did manage, because we did some sub-summons yesterday. So we did manage to get a Byleth. But we still haven't claimed our free pick. And then we're also 5 away from Spark. So I guess we'll get 2 probably. But yeah, like I said, Sharina's the goal. If we get Sharina before Spark, we'll use the free pick and Spark for others. So we'll see. We'll see. How about you? Did you get anything on the banner? Let's see. Counter surveillance points. So there's 6 different quests here. Ooh, do they each give Prima Gems? This is actually real good then. And case records, no case records available. Okay, court investigation, dirty money misdeeds. Go to the suspicious area. After listening to Yelan's explanation, you decide to investigate together with her and topple the moral laundering criminal organization. It's all the way there.
Take me up.
Da, 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 da. Cheney Vale's one of the areas I haven't 100%ed yet. Like, what am I at? 73%, 74%, and 86%.
All right, let's start our investigation here.
You follow Yelan through an uninhabited region in the northeast of Chenyvale. With Yelan's help, you find a covert location from which to scout the beach. You don't see any members of the Dark Financier's crew or anything else suspicious about the area.
So, we can all agree this is just a normal stretch of wilderness, right? Paimon doesn't see any bad guys to nab around here.
Let's see. Vernon Fan says, I'm coming up with a decent alternative. Oh, what you got? Like an alternate team? Does he have some patience, Paimon? It's not time for nabbing bad guys. At least not yet.
Well, it didn't take long for you to understand our role here, Traveler. Thinking like a top agent already. Impressive. Like I said, we need to start small. If we want to track down the man himself, our best bet is to start with his goods. So right now, finding his stock is our #1 priority.
Okay.
And to do that, locating his hidden stronghold is imperative. Which brings us to why we're here. Pretty good vantage point from up here, don't you think?
Huh, guess so. Paimon can see the port of Elang Wharf, the boats in the distance, and some kind of tower. What's that for?
It's a lighthouse. The Millilith use it to monitor the situation at sea. In addition, the flashing of the light can also serve as a means of communication.
I think I understand what makes this place so important. I don't really get what's so special about this place, though.
Oh, let's hear it.
Spying on the Millilith helps with their operations. It's a perfect spot for counter surveillance. Helps them avoid dangerous routes when transporting goods.
Not too far off at all, Traveler. The Millilith maintain an impeccable level of security in Shenyu Vale through consistent patrolling. This location offers a perfect vantage point to observe their lighthouse signals and deduce their patterns of behavior, which is a huge help if you need to move goods under the radar. So we should be able to find traces of the Dark Financier's scouts in this area.
Oh, okay. Paimon doesn't quite follow, but she'll take your word for it.
It's simple. Just take this forensic imaging device and investigate the surrounding area. As long as we're meticulous, I'm positive we'll find something.
Guessing we search that little island there with the boat. Let's see. A special photography device used in investigations. One can move and zoom in and out while taking photos. Investigate the scene from multiple positions and angles to find hidden clues. Oh man, this item expires.
I'd have lost myself long ago if I allowed myself to be led by the whispers of the abyss. Surviving is tough. Taming the beast within?
Well, all set?
Mm-hmm. Doodles, you got some pistachios. I'm actually not a big fan of pistachios. There was one thing before that we got, like I think some student gave it to me or something. It's like a Christmas gift or something. It's like, is it chocolate covered pistachios or pistachio coated something? I don't know. But anyway, I was like, I don't want to eat this, and chat was like, eat it, eat it. I'm like, I don't want to do it. I'm ready to investigate.
Remember, an eye for detail is key. Clues are often hidden in plain sight.
Head to the investigation area with Yalan. When using the forensic imaging device, you can move around while taking pictures in order to adjust your angle of view. At the same time, the device also has a zoom feature, allowing you to stand in high vantage points and take pictures of targets that are far away. Thanks to a specialized array of lenses, the forensic imaging can capture traces of things that are invisible to the naked eye. Zoom in and center your view on suspicious objects, and then wait a brief moment as the device automatically captures a snapshot for use as evidence. Let's see here. Counter surveillance point. A photo of the area previously taken by the Millith using a photo of the area previously taken by the Millith using their overhead surveillance device. Compare the photo with the current state of the area, and perhaps you can find traces of recent activity. Oh. Hycelans, Gleniphan, or Serval, Ron May, and Gelger. Okay. And you have all of those ones, right? The ship is in an opposition. Looks like it's been used recently. The mark on the firewood still looks fresh. Someone was cooking not a few days ago. A small raised mound. The waves catch some of the loose soil. There's clearly something buried underneath.
Some good finds. Whatever door this key opens could be critical to the investigation. And this carrier pigeon tube contains several coded messages.
Okay. Except Hycelans. Right, yeah. But yeah, you have all the other ones, right? Also, why does college have, like, no homework? I mean, the homework was really just, usually in high school and lower, homework is one, like, a way to kind of give you guys practice at whatever concepts or whatever you're doing. Because they assume that, or at least they're still working on training you guys how to be self-sufficient. Like, if you don't know something, or maybe you were introduced to a new concept in math, for example, obviously learning it takes repetition. It takes just kind of just applying it and using it. Because if you learn about it, yeah, you might be able to remember it, but using it more and applying it will help you, like, learn it, because you have to internalize it. In college, you don't get that homework because the expectation is that you're supposed to be self-sufficient. If you need to do work to help you remember it, then it's up to you to decide, okay, what do I need to do so I can remember this? Because, yeah, you're supposed to be self-sufficient at that point when you get to college. So if you need extra work, find a way to give yourself extra work and extra practice. If you don't need work, then there's no need to give you busy work. Yeah, so you're meant to be self-sufficient at that point. Yes? Okay, cool. Well, that reminds me, I still haven't claimed my free Ron May, because I have to choose between them and Lacha. A key.
Huh. So there really is evidence around here. It's like these guys aren't even afraid of getting caught. What if the Millilith noticed them spying and decided to investigate?
These objects suggest the Dark Financier scouts were likely disguised as fishermen. People like that are trained not to crack under pressure. All they'd need to do is come up with a believable excuse, like needing a place to rest. The Millilith can't investigate or apprehend a civilian without probable cause.
Paimon can just see their smug faces getting away with something like that.
Good news is we managed to find evidence here. These clues should help move the investigation forward.
Not to mention, the traces on these objects are fresh, which means the scout here is still active and wasn't among those caught by Officer Edler. So we need to stay vigilant. We can't let them know we're still on their tail.
Elon takes out an elaborate set of tools and creates exact replicas of the key encoded messages found at the scene. She then restores the scene to its original state, erasing any signs that an investigation has taken place. Smart.
I had a hunch this area was being used as a lookout, and I was right. But that still leaves the question of where the goods are hidden. Any ideas?
Might be onto something. Nope, not really. Surveillance operations are time sensitive. So if you need to send a message first, so if you need to send a message, it would need to happen fast.
Spot on again, Traveler. Looks like you don't need anyone to hold your hand when it comes to deductive reasoning. Given a carrier pigeon's speed, the two locations should be close enough to deliver messages quickly. That means the base we're looking for should be within a certain radius. Ruling out areas within line of sight of the lighthouse, as well as places with a lot of foot traffic.
That just leaves the shallows to the north of Mount Mingyuan?
That certainly sounds plausible. You have the cover of the mountains, and the advantage of hiding right under the authorities' noses. Well, our next destination is decided then. Let's go.
For the next area of interest. This year's really easy so far because it's like your basic English classes, the basic math classes, etc. Just to get the boring credits out of the way, and like only 3 actual major focus classes. Are you taking gen eds or what? I actually got almost all my gen eds out of the way through AP classes in high school. So I took 2 other classes.
Any conflicts around? I'm in the mood for some
because even though I took AP Psych, I guess maybe I didn't have a high enough score on that one. I think I got like a 4, but I had to take Psych, so instead of taking it at my university though, I opted to actually take it at a local community college during the summer because it was cheaper that way. So. And then the other gen ed class I actually wasn't required to take. I had already enough gen ed credits to continue, but I needed to fill out my schedule because I didn't have enough classes to be considered a full-time student. So I was like, all right, I'll just take like a blow-off like astronomy class because I was already an astronomy expert. It's been a hobby of mine since I was a lot younger. So I think I got 104 or 103 polls in HSR. Oh, nice. Wait, so by the time the banner ends. From now until the banner ends, you should be able to farm an additional like 50 polls. So that takes you up to about 154, right? Which is soft pity times 2. So while you're not guaranteed high ceilings, unless you have a guarantee, which I don't know if you do. So while you're not guaranteed with that much, there's a good chance you get them by then. Either by winning the 50-50 or as long as you don't go deep into hard pity, or I guess deep into soft pity towards hard pity. Basically, yeah. Ugh, there's no waypoints over there. Yeah, where is it? I want it. I see it, I think. Or do I? Wait, where is it? It's not that thing, is it? Oh, wait, what? No! Literally... Come on. Oh, you guys, that's my lag. Okay. Well, it's gonna take me a while to get back up here anyway. Technically I did my English credits at high school already, but I'm being forced to take more because you're... Oh, because you're major. Yeah, that makes sense. Like, for example, if I had taken, like, music theory, AP music theory in high school, great. But because I'm a music... I would have been a music ed major. They probably would have made me take my theory classes again anyway. So I'm guessing I shoot those things. What'd you say? I was saying between now and the end of Hysteion's banner, you should be able to get about another 50 pulls. So I think you can actually... Are you on a guarantee or no? Even though, let's say you don't have a 50... let's say you don't have a guarantee. Even if you don't have a guarantee, that's enough pulls, 150, to essentially reach soft pity twice. So I think you have a pretty good chance of getting them. What?
Take me up.
Okay, now what? Where is this thing? Oh my god, it's up there. How in the heck? What do I do with this thing again? No. How much pity are you on? Oh yeah, do you have any pity? Wait, how do I get up there? Hold on.
Let's fly.
You want to get sidetracked like this. You think I can make that? Ooh, that might be tough. Oh, there we go. Come back. But seriously, how am I supposed to get up there? Do you see that? There's no way. Is there? It's just holding me in place. I don't get it. Did singles to get Firefly. Okay.
Take me up.
Oh, activate. Did I activate it? What did I activate?
Let's fly.
Yay. we got it. Okay, now we can continue on. Let's see. Off we go. Sorry for the tangent there, chat.
Nothing out of the ordinary here, either.
If we've learned anything from the last place, it's that the more normal it looks, the more it could be hiding.
That's right. No detail is too small to investigate. I believe in you. The evidence could be even more well hidden this time. All set?
Right, investigate.
I know you have an eye for detail, so use it to your advantage. You've got this.
Begin your investigation of the suspicious area. Okay. These are pieces from a crate? They look new. Maybe the crate was broke while being moved. There's a lamp hanging from the tree branch. I knew it. Someone must have been working here in the dead of night. Something on this side, right? Is this not working? Do I have to zoom out? Or zoom in. The rock's not where it used to be. Almost like it's covering something. Do I have to move it?
Fire in the hole!
Let's fly.
Hmm. Look at the path. I am looking at the path. I'm actually like... I was looking at the way these are... Oh, it's actually giving me a hint now. There are numerous footprints around the shallows and signs of something heavy being dragged into the grass. It's clear someone's moved something through here. Thank you, thank you.
Definitely wasn't easy to find.
Well, well. Looks like you tracked it down in no time at all. I see your potential as a solo field agent, Traveler. Now, time to test out the key we found earlier. Let's see what surprises could be in store. This isn't their home turf, so I doubt they had time to set more traps. Should make our lives easier. I'll take it from here. The last thing we want is to leave traces behind in there. Caution is the name of the game. You two keep a lookout. Make sure no one barges in while I'm in there.
You got it! This is a first for us, but the Traveler can do anything. He's got your back!
I trust Yelan's timing. Doubt these guys will come back while we're here.
Good point. Yelan doesn't make mistakes like that.
Yelan opens the door to the stronghold and observes the space. It appears to be an ordinary cellar. Due to the construction difficulties, the top and side walls couldn't be completely sealed, causing water from the soil to seep into the space. Noticing this, Yelan covers her hands in a thin sheen of hydro. This means she can touch the items in the space without leaving traces behind, because the water from her hands will vaporize over time. Finally, Yelan enters the stronghold and begins to examine the items sealed within.
Alright, that's done. I've noted the features of all the porcelain items, vases, and teas stored here. We need to keep a lookout for these features at the auction and pinpoint the person attempting to purchase the corresponding goods. Then, we can let them lead us to our main target.
Wow, that was fast! You must do that all the time, huh?
What now? What's our next move?
Now, we wait. There are countless auctions in Fontaine. We can't possibly monitor them all. Besides, that would be a waste of personnel. I'll continue to conduct surveillance in the area, keep tabs on the situation, and attempt to decipher their coded messages. Once his two lackeys move the goods, we can shift our focus to the upcoming auction. And then, we'll have somewhere to start.
Got it! All we can do now is wait. Wait, and then follow them straight to the guy behind this whole thing so we can give him the old 1-2 punch!
This whole time, Officer Edler has been leading her two stalkers on a wild goose chase around Chaoying village. Once they decide it was all a waste of time, it's her turn to tail them instead. Not to mention our operation has already put them under extreme pressure. We've forced their hand. I doubt they'll last more than 2 days before making a move. So let's meet back up at Yilong Wharf in 2 days. Find me near the harbor.
Okay. So we have to wait until 2 days later. Is that 2 of the 6 already? I guess so.
Well, it's been 2 days. Let's go meet up with Yelan. Ooh! Paimon's getting excited! Searching for evidence, tracking down a crime boss. It's like being a real detective!
You'll give him the old 1-2 punch. Is already stopped. Okay, no worries, Bernadetta fan. Oh, and then tomorrow, Bernadetta fan, we're probably going to be on Genshin, but we're just literally doing maybe a 10 pull for Mualani, and then we're just doing more of the rhythm game. So, yeah, no spoilers tomorrow, luckily. Hey Aku, stopping by before I head to work to say hello and have fun. I appreciate that. Thank you for dropping in. We're not gonna be on too long today because I'm very tired and I also have to work a long day tomorrow. So
Well done, you two. Right on time.
how's the case coming along? Any developments?
The day after we infiltrated the storage facility, the Dark Financier's two lackeys, Corday and Dodamani, started moving the goods. See that ship? It's the one Dodamani dispatched to transport the goods. It operates under the guise of a joint passenger and freight vessel.
Whoa! That's one huge boat! Paimon can see all the goods piled up on the pier. Seems like it's transporting quite a few passengers to Lumidu's harbor as well.
What if those aren't the real goods though? Should we investigate them just in case?
Thinking 2 steps ahead? I like it. You're a fast learner. If Corday and Dodamani think the authorities are onto them, it's possible the goods they're sending to Lumidu's harbor are a whole bunch of nothing. Just bait to flush out the law enforcement on their tail. But we need to be careful. Several members of the crew have confessed that a veteran treasure hoarder known as Scamface is involved with the Dark Financier.
Scamface?
As an escaped convict, Scamface is a master of staying hidden. Based on our earlier investigation, it's clear he's the one who's been doing reconnaissance on the Millilith's lighthouse. I'll circle the area to draw Scamface's attention away from the scene, while you two inspect the goods. Remember to keep a low profile.
Understood. I'll keep it stealthy.
Yeah! And Paimon will do her best to float closer to the ground. No higher than the traveler's shoulder.
All set? All right, we'll meet back up here once you're done.
You arrive at the pier and begin your investigation. The suspicious ship is moored near the wharf. Once you have swept the area and captured all available evidence, you'll need to investigate the cargo on the pier. In order to successfully collect evidence, you need to line up the partial images from the files with the view through the imaging device until you get a perfect match. What? So this thing? This is documented intel on the characteristics of the target ship. Scan the ships at the harbor with the forensic imaging device from specified angles, and match the images to the in the intel to the actual scene. Then perform preliminary evidence gathering. Finally, proceed with further investigation. What's with this mark? Looks like there's looks like someone deliberately painted it here. Something's wrong. Let's try and find the rest of these marks. While assessing the ship, you know some marked goods. The marks were made using a special kind of paint, which can only be identified via the forensic imaging device. So use it to find all the marked goods and obtain some clues. Okay. Scamface is the name. Hey guys, and welcome in. We're doing the Yelan event. Just got home from the crown. Oh, okay. Everything went well. But yeah, we're going through. Obviously, we're just doing this thing right now, so no story at this very second. But we will in a little bit here. We probably won't be on that long. But that being said, we seem to be moving through the event fairly quickly. So, yeah. Found a mark. During the last day of freedom. I mean, we had Institute Day today, so I had to go in anyway for meetings and stuff. But yeah, tomorrow is the first day of classes with the kids. Let's see. They said I can move around, right? Everything hurts when I'm alive. Very well hidden. I'll leave once story starts, I guess. Yeah. So. Well, the thing is, once we find the other two, then they're gonna start talking again. I think seems to be going well. Yeah, and again, like I said, they seem to be going pretty quickly too. So this like, I would rather not like stream too late because I have a long day tomorrow and I didn't get a ton of sleep last night. So, but that being said, if there's a chance I can finish this event today, Mark Chip, I think that was a lifeboat. Then I guess we will maybe try. Mark Chip must belong to bad guys. All right, investigation completes.
Okay, so
hang on.
no fakes. These people are definitely anxious to get their goods to Fontaine all in one go.
So yeah, if anyone has to lurk or has to leave, just FYI, tomorrow's stream is gonna be a late start because we're gonna be coming back from a rehearsal. I'll probably be back around like 8:30, but I still won't have eaten dinner, so it'll take a bit of time. Or if we go out with my coworkers after rehearsal, then we probably won't get home until like 9:30. So it'll be a short stream tomorrow, late start, short stream. So tomorrow's probably just gonna be a Genshin temple for Mualani, and then a Genshin rhythm game night. By the way, for the Bowl Ruin Pokemon question. Wait, what? The Bowl Ruin Pokemon question? What question? Contrary Superior? It's the hidden ability. Wait, what? What are we talking about? What's going on? Wait, what Bull Ruin Pokemon question? You'd asked who to use a few days ago for the next raid. Oh, I don't remember asking that, but that helps. Thank you. Okay, so do I have a Contrary Superior? I might have to look into that. I'd have to look where I can get one. But okay, Contrary Superior. So hidden ability superior. Okay. Thank you, thank you. When does that start? Do we know? So we wouldn't be wholly positive till it released and we'd get back to you. Okay, let me see. Oh wait, have the raid started? Let's see when's the day we could do that. We could probably do that for Thursday. Pokemon SV raid. Okay, so I'll pencil that in for Thursday. So the schedule for this week, guys, again, tomorrow, Temple for Mualani, and then basically just a rhythm game the rest of the night. Wednesday is going to be JoJo's Space Mystery in ZZZ. Thursday, we can do the Pokemon raids. Friday, ZZZ special program, and then Fae summons. Saturday, it's the ZZZ Chess Legend event. And Sunday, right now, I have Genshin, but it could also be a Star Rail day. Just need Leaf Storm and Giga Drain. We write that in as well. HA Superior, Leaf Storm, Giga Drain. Alright, thank you. Alright. Thank you. So we'll pencil that in for Thursday. Basically becomes a high damage nasty plot. Okay. Yeah, I'll see if I have one. Otherwise, I'll look into where I can get one then. Okay. Alright, let's continue. Because again, if there's a chance I can finish this day, we'll try. Giga Drain, obviously, yes.
But did you see the strange markings on some of them? Oh, wonder what they mean. Let's go ask Galen.
Well, they said we can only see it with our device, which means to anyone else, they wouldn't be able to see it. But that means they're going to try and do like a shell game with us, but we know which ones the real ones are. Find Yelan and tell her the results of the investigation.
Good work. As for the auction, Officer Edler was able to gather some useful intel too. We're almost certain their target is the auction taking place at the Hotel de Boer in 2 days.
Escoffier? Eh? But yeah, this event's pretty short, if anyone wants to get it done.
The markings you managed to capture were applied with a special kind of paint. Almost impossible to notice without some kind of specialized tech, like the forensic imaging device.
All these explorers, have a nice night. Alright, have a good one, guys, and thanks for dropping in. I appreciate that. Ignore the last emote. Wait, is that... Looks like an Effa. Nope, it's... Is that Topaz? It looks like Topaz. Alright. Let's keep going.
I think we're looking at a treasure hoarder insignia. Each big shot in the organization has their own, almost like a personal signature. And considering what we know about the case, I'd wager this is Scamface's handiwork.
So why is he labeling the... So he's labeling the goods, but why? What message is he trying to send?
Based on the port manifest, it looks like the marked goods include fertilizer from Sumeru, local fireworks, soap, and perfume.
Fertilizer, fireworks, soap and perfume?
So, nothing special then? Just some farming products and everyday necessities?
Fertilizer, soap, and perfume. No, there's something going on there. Might be risky, but I'm gonna investigate on board and hitch a ride to Fontaine while I'm at it.
We made it this far. We'll come with you.
Yeah! Let's see this thing through! Paimon's gotta know what's going on here.
Well, you've proved yourself so far, so I don't see a problem with that. Just know once we board the ship, we're bound to come face to face with Corday and Dodamani. So make sure you're prepared. The investigation might look a little different this time.
Right.
Excuse me, passengers. Due to limited space in the cargo hold, we've been forced to store some of the goods on the deck. We apologize for the inconvenience.
Ah, please, no need to apologize for your success in business. I just hope it rubs off on the rest of us.
It looks like all the goods marked with Scamface's insignia have Corday listed as the shipper. Dodamani is in the cargo hold, likely making sure all the goods are in place for delivery.
Are they inspecting something? Why are they rifling through the boxes? Paimon can't make sense of it.
Here, take this cipher. It should help you figure out their coded messages. This is the plan. While I distract Corday and Dodamani, you two investigate the goods marked with Scamface's insignia. We might learn something useful.
If I find something concerning, is it okay if I deal with it right then and there?
By all means. I trust your judgment.
It's like, beat him up?
Huh? Wait! You're just gonna go up and talk to those guys? Yelan!
Excuse me, gentlemen, but have we met? You're Mr. Corday, a famous antique collector in the Quartier Lyonnais, correct? I believe the three of us have had the pleasure of meeting once before. At Jiuguan Tea House in Yilong Wharf, if I'm not mistaken.
Huh? You... Ah, the Dice Master of Yenshang Tea House. It's a pleasure, Miss Yelan.
Oh, so you've heard of me too?
Yes, I had an absolutely delectable cup of tea there once. One can hardly leave Yenshang Tea House without hearing about your legendary dice skills. I suppose something keeps bringing us together. A shared love of tea, perhaps?
Yes, that must be it. Well, looks like we ran into each other at the perfect time. I'm heading to Fontaine on vacation, you see. Any recommendations on where I should visit? Someplace I could find an exquisite tea set, perhaps. Like a fine art exhibition, or an auction. I hear Fontanian black tea has a unique flavor. I imagine your tea sets are a sight to behold as well.
You?
Closing is cool.
Ah, does this gentleman have an interest in tea sets as well?
Of course. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Yelon. I'm also heading to Fontaine for travel. Corday's invitation, you see. In fact, I'm the one who owns the ship.
Yep. Yelon is actually talking to them. Are we sure that's a good idea?
Well, we don't have much time, so give us an opening. Let's use it.
Alright, then let's go somewhere out of their line of sight so we can start investigating those boxes. What's with the strong smell coming from these boxes? Must be a bunch of stuff mixed together. And there's a strange note, but Paimon can't read what it says.
It's written in code. Luckily, we have a cipher.
Yelon really thinks of everything, huh? But, you know how to use this thing, right?
Deciphered message. A formula made by mixing certain substances. Not very complicated, but the steps are rendered in great detail. By mixing the 3 main ingredients in the prescribed proportions in the specified order, the desensitization effect is significantly reduced, allowing small fireworks to function as detonators. Install them in the locations shown. Then use a timer to control the explosion timing such that the ship's hull may be destroyed in open waters. Sink their goods so they can't take part in the auction. After that, the investigating forces of both Fontaine and Liyue will focus their attention on me. Don't worry, the boss won't play us out. Evacuate on your own, and then pour your heart into acting out how grateful you are to have miraculously survived. Wait out the heat for 6 months and move to finish this matter. All you need to do is bury the 15 million Mora the boss promised at the 77th century post. No need to contact me.
Well, what does it say?
I'm right, they're planning to dispose of the goods by blowing up the ship.
Blowing up the ship?
Mm-hmm.
Are they nuts? Paimon thought this was about getting the authorities off their tails, not drawing even more attention.
Scamface needs to protect the person at the top, so he's diverting attention to an ever bigger problem, cutting off all our leads in the process.
Okay, Yelon was right. This guy is a complete lunatic. There are innocent people on this ship. We need to find and disarm those bombs as soon as possible.
Prepare to dismantle the bomb. Act now? Once distraction is holding. This is our chance, but we need to hurry. Let's act now. I don't know what I'm doing. Do I just walk up to them? Oh, I think I see. So the bomb on the bow taken care of. On the bow.
Let's fly.
This bomb, are they trying to blow up the mast? We gotta get rid of it. Going after the bridge, and Dodomani still wants to play the victim. Dismantle quick, but be careful.
that's all the bombs on the deck. What about the cargo hold? Do we have enough time?
Already taken care of.
Hey.
Good work, you two. You stayed calm and acted fast. That was the perfect response to a situation like this.
Yelan! Honestly, it's all thanks to you. It was your idea to board the ship, and we never would have been able to figure out that message without your cipher. Wait a sec. We're at Corday and Dodamani.
Recovering from the shock, I would imagine. Suddenly finding out that you're being targeted by a dangerous individual. That must have been quite the ordeal for you, gentlemen. Almost lost your cargo and your lives in one fell swoop.
Indeed. To think such evil exists in this world. I can scarcely imagine what I did to offend this fellow. Resorting to murder like this. It's quite unfathomable.
Well, no need to fear. I'll alert the Maison Gardiennage at once and ask them to send agents to Lumidus Harbor. The two of you are clearly in need of protection. Your cargo will also need to be handed over to the authorities for inspection, Mr. Corday, just to eliminate any remaining hazards. After which, the Maison Gardiennage will escort it all to its intended destination, of course. So, if I may, where are your goods heading, Mr. Corday?
To the Hotel de Boer for an auction in 2 days.
Ah, then rest assured. The Maison Gardiennage is full of diligent and responsible personnel. You can trust that your goods will arrive at the auction without a scratch.
Our sincerest thanks.
After some time, the ship safely docks at Lumidus Harbor. My son, whatever.
You scared the life out of Paimon, Yelan. Going right up to them like that? What if they caught on and decided to, try something desperate?
It's not a question of if, Paimon. I'm sure they caught on. But in the interest of their own survival, they had no choice but to play along. Now we can be sure the Dark Financier is getting desperate. The stint on the ship? That was him trying to cut his losses to save his own skin. He needs to get rid of anything that could be traced back to him. So, you blow up the ship. You send the goods meant for the auction straight to the bottom of the sea, and let Scamface take the heat. The last thing he wanted was for the goods to make it to the auction. But now we've ensured that they will. So he has no choice but to follow through. He could choose not to send one of his agents to the auction, and let his goods go to an unsuspecting buyer instead. But remember, their worth is inflated. It would only be a matter of time before the buyer realized the valuation was off and reported it to the authorities. As the seller, Corday would be staring down a potential conviction. At best, the Dark Financier has to find a new kind of moral laundering scheme. At worst, he loses one of his last reliable agents in Fontaine.
If he does decide to continue with the auction, it also works in our favor.
Exactly. Our trail of evidence remains intact, and we let the buyer at the auction lead us closer to the Dark Financier.
Okay, that means, can we go over this again?
Don't worry. I'm sure the Traveler will explain it again in Paimon-friendly language. We're in the home stretch, and taking advantage of this auction is crucial. So come prepared to see this through. Officer Edler already has an informant stationed at the scene. This invitation letter will get you into the auction. I'll meet you at the Hotel de Boer in 2 days.
2 days time. Oops.
Alright, time to meet back up with Yelan. Our destination? A very important auction at the Hotel de Boer. This is our chance to catch the culprit behind this whole scheme. Is that my fault too?
Alright, who's still in chat, by the way? I know a lot of people had to leave because of spoilers, but... Is anyone else here? Navia? Escoffier?
Good evening, patrons. Allow me to escort you to the auction.
Oh, Paimon's getting a little nervous. But we gotta keep it together. This is our best chance to catch these guys. Wow! This place is packed. Is every rich person in Fontaine here or something?
Anyone we know?
Oh, wait! The people we're after are hiding here too! It's time to get serious. Paimon knows just the thing!
Paimon.
What? It's not like we're rich like the rest of these people. We need a little something to blend in. Besides, if we're here as honest, hard-working detectives, we might as well look the part.
I want a pair of detective glasses too. I want a detective mustache too.
Too bad. Paimon doesn't have another. But she'll help you make one once this is all over. An even cooler pair.
Well, you two seem raring to go. Good to see you're not nervous. But remember, the key to blending into an event like this is remaining calm and collected. Slow your breathing, tone down the emotion. We don't want to stand out.
Like she's like, we don't want to stand out, but she's wearing a new outfit. Bubble Shock, welcome in. You see my post? Yes, thank you for that.
Yelan? It is you, right? It must be you.
I don't think we're the ones who need to worry about keeping a low profile. Next to the most dazzling lady in the room will be invisible.
Well, I am the current owner of the Genshin Tea House after all, as well as an honored guest at this auction. So, I thought something with more of a Fontanian flair might be nice. A special outfit for a special occasion. Why? Does it look bad?
It's a nice outfit. I feel like Like, it fits Fontaine, but it's still also very much Yelan. Like, it's not very different.
No, not at all.
It's like absolutely her color scheme, too. Oh, great. It's perfect.
All right. Well, let the vacation begin. We have an auction to crash. You two are expert investigators at this point. With us working together, I'd say our chances of success are stacked higher than the cake towers in the Hotel de Boer.
We sure make a great team. But now that we're at the auction, what's our actual game plan?
This time your mission is simple. Take this dossier and pay attention to the items being auctioned. When the Dark Financier's antiques are up, all you need to do is bid. We want to drive up the price and create a bidding frenzy.
Wait, so we get to actually take part in the auction?
We bid however much we want. We go all out.
Thoughtless bidding usually leads to a warning, or even disqualification. But the special account you two will be using during the bidding has no credit limit. So you can drive up the price as high as you want. The more chaos we create, the better. The Dark Financier knows we're on his tail, so I highly doubt he sent one of his trusted agents here. The buyer is likely someone disposable, a scapegoat of sorts. After the incident with the ship, several buyers registered for the auction at the last minute. They're all wearing special pins, signifying them as tea aficionados. Our target should be among them. And I'm sure he's terrified, because if a different buyer develops an interest in one of their inflated goods and wins the bid, it's game over for both Corday and the Dark Financier. Not to mention the buyer has limited funds at his disposal. The Dark Financier likes to work in small sums at a time, so his scapegoat can't go too overboard with the bidding.
Got it. We need to put pressure on them. The more desperate they get, the better. Wait, Boshak, what time is it? It's tomorrow, right? What time is it?
Okay, so complicated stuff aside, the point is, they have a plan, and our goal is to mess it up. If Paimon was in their shoes, that would make her pretty nervous too.
There's seating reserved for special guests on the second floor. I'll be up there during the bidding to keep an eye on things. And to see if anyone starts to squirm. One thing going wrong might not be enough to slip him up. But target him again and again, and trust me, he'll feel the heat. Once the auction is over, we'll find somewhere secluded to corner the buyer and have a nice little chat.
Sounds like a plan. We won't let you down.
Yeah! We're on a winning streak, and we're not about to let up.
Equip the item. Oh, Yelan. So this is the new outfit. Like, it's a really cool outfit, and it definitely feels like Yelan, like her color scheme, especially in her style, but just like Fontaine. The problem is, I don't think it's like different enough. That's. I know I don't buy outfits at all, but even if I did, this would be a hard sell because it's very close to like her overall style. It's not particularly different. Time's right. I should start investigating. Find all the... Okay, so... $18 mil from Paimon. Don't you think you're raising a little too fast? It's a very generous bid. $19.5. Acquire with a badge. This one doesn't seem to stand out in any way. Take some lessons from Paimon. Did I hear that right? Golden-haired guest here is really something else. Look what it is. This isn't the end of the world. Can't miss out on the next item. No. Where's the last one? Who's that? Lady is wearing one of those badges, but there's nothing too suspicious about her outfit or demeanor. Target locked. Collector with a low-profile bidding style who has appeared several times at important auctions. Although they haven't been attending auctions as frequently as before, their bids always focused on the most precious of pieces. Lavishly dressed lady. Based on your intel, she's a well-known figure within Fontaine's fashion world. A regular at fashion exhibitions and events, an avid collector of unique accessories and trinkets. Records show that she has participated in such auctions multiple times before. Regular commentator for publications like the Steambird, this affluent connoisseur with a refined artistic taste is a fixture of the auction house scene. However, their unusually late appearance at this particular auction raises some questions.
He's acting strange, and there's something off with his attire. No mistake, that's our guy.
Did I get it right? What if I'm wrong?
His tea aficionado pin is a special color. Most likely to make it easier for Corday to keep tabs on him and the situation as a whole. Which means the two don't know each other well at all. That's something we can use to our advantage.
Once the auction's over, you all meet up outside the Hotel de Boer. Officer Edler arrives with your new double agent in tow. After checking the list of auction participants, you're able to confirm his identity. He turns out to be an ordinary clerk who ran into some financial trouble. Perhaps desperation was what drove him to take such a risk. After exchanging information and a brief discussion, you settle on a bold and daring plan.
Wow, I can't believe I won the bid for this antique painted vase. She'll be a wonderful addition to my home decor.
Did you see those tea sets from Chenyu Vale? People were bidding on them left and right. My goodness, those final numbers. Far too high for my pocketbook.
This was not how it was meant to go. Where did those two come from?
Whatever your employer is offering you, the Maison Gardiennage will double it.
That's like a really cool shot of Yelan. Just waiting for them. Did I get it right then? How do I even know?
You!
Diderot? Scapegoat.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Is that so? Well, you might be interested to know that this hitman over here is also on a need-to-know basis. If the person wearing the blue pin loses their bid, find somewhere secluded and eliminate them. All he can do is follow orders, I suppose.
Oh, because he doesn't know everything.
Eliminate?
You lucked out, kid. Getting cornered by the law just saved your life.
No. This can't be happening. The boss said that even if I got sent to the fortress of Meropide, all I had to do was keep my mouth shut and he would find a way to get me out. And he even paid me 3 million in advance. On that alone, I could get my wife the best medicine, help her hang on for a few more years. But then, one auction goes wrong. Just one. And what? He's afraid I'm gonna talk? So now I'm just collateral damage?
You're risking your life to do this guy's dirty work and pad his pockets with even more cash. Compared to what he's making, what you get in return are nothing but the scraps.
I've got at least 70 people just like you locked up in the Maison Gardiennage. Need them to tell you where this ends?
No need. I'm guessing you're offering me a way out. What do you need me to do, officer?
All you need to do is arrange a meeting with your boss and have a little chat.
My boss, he's extremely careful about that kind of thing. I've only met him 3 times, to pick up the advance, to go over the plan, and to get the funds for the auction. The best I can do is take you to the place I'm supposed to deliver the goods. There's a certain method I can use to get in contact with him in case of emergencies.
All right then. But first, we need to search your home for evidence related to the case.
Hey, it's Edler.
Phew! Mission accomplished.
He's not really a hitman.
You managed to get through to him so fast, Yelan. Paimon almost couldn't believe it.
Well, he was already nervous and uncertain. All it took was a sincere negotiation. Once I laid his interests out on the table, it didn't take much for him to realize he stands to gain more with us than his boss. Plus, we had some very convincing performances to help seal the deal. Especially you, officer. You make an excellent hitman.
Ah, well, it's been a while since I've gotten to tap into a villain like that. Thought I could have pushed it a little more, honestly.
Are you kidding? Paimon felt like she was face to face with one of our bad guys of the week.
Bad guys of the week. I knew it was fake and still felt myself tensing up. You need a side hustle. You could always become a part-time actor.
Well, what's next, Yelan? Want me to go after Corday or Dodamani?
The Sumeru authorities have Dodamani covered. They're just waiting on our signal, and they'll nab him once he makes it back to Beta Harbor. The Millilith are pursuing Scamface, so that just leaves Corday. Tail him, but be sure to keep your distance. We don't want him to tip anyone off.
You got it. I love it when a plan comes together like this.
All right then. We'll reconvene 12 hours from now, when our new double agent will lead us into the Lion's Den. It's time for the Dark Financier to face the music.
Until the following day. Times it's 10:10.
All right, this is where the boss told me to bring the goods.
She's still in her dinner outfit.
This area is full of apartments and warehouses for rent. The Maison Gardiennage came through not too long ago to keep trouble off the streets. I guess boss thinks it's safer to operate right under their noses. Now, to arrange an emergency meeting, we need to activate a series of mechanisms to send him a signal. But to tell you the truth, I have no idea how to activate them. The only hint boss gave was that the code had something to do with colors. Maybe he was planning to give me more information after the auction, but that plan fell through, obviously.
Paimon was hoping it would be smooth sailing at this point. But no, of course. There's yet another obstacle. Well, after all the investigating it took us to get this far, Figuring out what to do with these mechanisms should be a piece of cake.
Puzzles.
Detective, I wanted to ask. Since I've cooperated with the investigation and all, do you think I'll get a lighter sentence?
That's for the Maison Gardiennage and the court to decide. But I think your attitude will work in your favor.
I'm glad I came to my senses when I did. Otherwise, I'd be done for sure.
If all goes to plan, this should be the last phase of the investigation. It's a shame, I know. But all good things must come to an end.
No time to waste, I'm ready.
All right. Then let's see those detective skills in action.
You begin your investigation at the meeting site. An urgent message left for the scapegoat by the dark financier. The only hint being that the code has something to do with colors. Image shows a pot of Sumeru roses. Wasn't Dodamani a Sumeru native? Something's fishy here. Something happened here. The Plui Lotus turned into something else. There are tea leaves from Chenyu Vale too. Looks to be leftover goods from the transaction. Based on the image, there should have been a marcotte here. The color signal is as clear as day.
All right, the mechanisms have been activated. Now, all we have to do is wait for our target to take the bait.
You know what? For some strange reason, Paimon's not nervous at all.
Balloon? Oh.
My dear Monsieur Diderot, here to make excuses for your complete failure at the auction? Or to fish for a bigger cut?
So that's the dark financier? Diderot. Or no, he's talking to Diderot, but yeah.
Accidents happen, of course. What I care about is whether you have the spine to deal with the consequences.
So you do believe in consequences. Seems a bit ironic, coming from the likes of you.
Oh? A trap, I presume?
There he goes.
I've set a fair share of those myself. I suppose it's about time I stumbled into one set by someone else. No matter. Sometimes you take a chance on someone who turns out to be a disappointment. It's happened before.
His hand's ginormous.
It's not easy to earn the dark financier Rovere Pelliccia's respect, but I must say, you three detectives are a force to be reckoned with. I suppose congratulations are in order. 6 months of planning and execution was all it took to take down a Mora laundering organization decades in the making. I have to hand it to the Fontaine and Liyue authorities. Your operation really has been a roaring success.
Why is the dark financier so polite? Not the kind of crime boss Paimon was expecting.
Probably stalling. It's over, you better come quietly.
Oh, do be serious. You thought you'd corner me, and then what? I just surrender?
If you want to do this the easy way, then yes. You know you're out of options.
For 2 months, I've watched you and Officer Edler dismantle my organization piece by piece. As you cut off my limbs, gouged out my eyes, deafened my ears, I was helpless to stop it.
So you're planning on taking us down with you, is that it? Never heard that one before.
My livelihood is in tatters, Agent Yelan. Hundreds I had working under me, hundreds. And now, they're either locked up or useless. Corday is the only one who still has some value. My Mora laundering days are over, we both know that. And considering how your operation's been progressing, it was only a matter of time before you locked on to me. I'm usually one to quit while I'm ahead, but you see, there's only so much a man can lose before he starts to get rather angry. So, Agent Yelan, even if the only score I get to settle here today is ending your precious life, well, that's a high I'll ride straight to the bank.
Ah! Clockwork Mecha! Paimon takes back what she said! This isn't very polite at all!
An old military model. Bet these go for big bucks on the black market. You two have been a huge help, but this fight is mine. 'Cause as it so happens, he isn't the only one who has a score to settle here. If he wants to bring on the drama, then I'm more than happy to give him a show.
Do I still get to use my team? My team of like Chaska and Yamiko and... Nope, I do not.
Gotcha! Things are about to get dicey. Take it easy.
Oh, they don't do much damage at all.
Quietly now. Game's up. Fun's over. Busted.
Unbelievable. You've bested me, fair and square.
Any last words? Perhaps a bit too dramatic, isn't it? I'd rather not give a soapbox to a piece of scum like you. No, I think I'll say my piece instead. You can pretend to have seen the error of your ways, but it doesn't matter, because you're going to rot in prison for the rest of your life. And every moment of every day you'll be cursing the greed that put you there. Every coin of dirty money that you've pocketed over the years is just another nail in your coffin. And all you'll be able to do is curl up in the corner of your cell like a dying animal and waste away whatever remains of your pathetic life.
You're not a detective, no. You're some kind of demon.
If you knew what's good for you, you'd have walked away from this fight. But it's too late for that now. After 6 months of hard work, I finally get to tick off the mission accomplished box at the end of the case file. Take this guy back to the court of Fontaine to stand trial. Don't let him try anything. With any luck, we'll get to send him off to prison before the day is out. Oh, Miss Yelan, Traveler, Paimon. As a personal thanks for all your help, you deserve half of the bonus I'm getting for this case. I will also request that the Maison Gardiennage extend our utmost thanks to our partners in Liyue.
It's a bit generous.
I appreciate the sentiment, Officer Edler, but that's too kind. I was just doing my job. I can't, in good conscience, accept even a single Mora. I'll have to pass up any invitations for banquets or tea tastings as well.
I feel like that part you could probably...
If you want to reward someone for going above and beyond during this operation, it should be the Traveler in Paimon.
Wasn't anything special.
Wow. Paimon's had her detective cap on for so long, analyzing all those clues and trying to uncover their schemes, that her brain hurts. But at the same time, she feels smarter than before. Maybe Paimon really does have what it takes to be a real detective.
Well, if you're interested in this line of work, we're heading to the Maison Gardiennage to get a confession out of these guys. Did you want to tag along?
You really mean it? Yes! 100% yes! Oh, is that okay, Traveler? Paimon's gonna go with Officer Edler and learn some cool new detective skills! Who knows? Maybe they'll come in handy someday.
Go ahead, have fun. Who better to watch over you than a police officer?
Alright! Then let's rendezvous outside the Palais Mnemonia!
Well, both our lives can get back to normal now, Traveler. After talking about it for so long, I finally have the chance to enjoy a real vacation. Mind humoring me for a bit, Traveler?
I'd be honored. I'd be delighted. So what are we doing? Go with Yalon to the court of Fontaine.
What a nice night. Fresh maritime flowers, fragrant perfume from the shop on the corner, the rich aroma of coffee beans, all blended together in the night breeze. Makes for quite the relaxing atmosphere. If only we were on a rooftop terrace somewhere, enjoying a few glasses of sparkling wine and getting pleasantly tipsy.
Hey, you're on vacation now. Why not? You deserve to celebrate. Let's cheers to a job well done.
All right, then let's look for a place to stop. I wonder what special drinks the hidden taverns of this city offer. Oh, but first, I wanted to head to the Confrérie of Cabriere before it closes. Mind helping me pick out some perfume to go with this outfit? I also heard about the intricate timepieces, clockwork furnishings, and fine jewelry you can get around here. There should be quite a few souvenirs worth perusing.
The longer you work, the more you want to spend. Alright, I'm down for a shopping spree.
Well, with the most cultured traveler in all of Tevat by my side, I should take advantage of this opportunity. I'm counting on you not to steer me wrong. I'm satisfied. This has been a nice trip abroad. A very nice trip indeed. I wish I could take my time, maybe extend my stay a few more days. No one likes to be rushed on vacation.
Wait, I thought you were going to enjoy your time off. Why does it sound like you're about to get back to work?
It can't be helped. Duty calls. I still have to write up a formal report on the case and develop a more sophisticated cargo inspection system. Then I'm off to the location of my next assignment. Nodcry.
What? That's where Paimon and I are headed next too. Is your business that urgent? Has something happened?
No, nothing like that. Just meeting an intelligence partner to decide on a mutually beneficial agreement going forward. and to set some boundaries.
Meeting an intelligence partner to decide on a mutually beneficial agreement going forward and set some boundaries.
I'll fill you in later. For now, why don't we take a picture together to commemorate this exciting trip to Fontaine?
And you taking me under your wing. And the success of our operation.
That's right. After this, I know I can trust you to have my back, Traveler. Or should I say, Agent.
Agent P. Alright, so she's headed to Nog Tri. I don't know, do we think this is someone that we know, though? This partner?
I say we put the forensic imaging device to use
Selfie.
one last time to take this picture. Perhaps we'll cross paths in Not Cry. If so, I hope this collaboration was just the first of many.
What about Nog Cry? Nothing. Nothing. Although, Bernadette fan, if you want, this event wasn't that long, so you could probably finish it super quick. Like, I think I just finished. Oh wait, there's an afterword. Okay, hold on. You might have to earmuffs for the afterword. All done. Does it tell us where to go or no? No. After we're completed, okay. Stop flying. No, it's pretty quick. It's pretty quick. Like, we just finished. Oh, this was actually a recommended quest beforehand. Which one was this one? Oh, we were supposed to do Yalan's story quest. Oops. That's okay. Yeah, we were supposed to do this. That's okay. We can do that maybe later in the week if we really want to. All right, so that's it. We're done. 10:30. So 2.5 hour stream to finish this. Selfie. Okay. So we're done. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna wrap up here, guys, because again, I could really use the sleep, so I should probably get to bed as soon as I can. But thanks for hanging out today. Bernadette fan, thanks for hanging out. Oh, let's talk about Not Cry. Oh. Well, if you haven't finished yet, I don't want to say yet. Have you finished it or no? Alright, let's see where we could send you. Oh, there's a lot of people on. Either that or I'm following too many people already. Hey, Daniel Ivy's on. What's he playing? And then Mary wants cookies on playing some Fire Emblem. I can go there. Are you playing Minesweeper? What is this? Arcana's playing Star Rail. Metcalf's doing Fortnite. Aaron's doing Date Everything. The rest is doing Dead by Daylight. Let's see. Oh, it's either way. Okay, we'll finish it first and then we can talk. I don't want to spoil anything, so. Yeah, and then the plan for this week, guys, just FYI, Oh, yeah, ads.
Any conflicts around? I'm in the mood for some peacemaking.
Holiday Ham, welcome in. How you doing today? We're actually wrapping up because I finished the Yelan quest today, so we got through that. And then I gotta get to bed because I start teaching classes again tomorrow. I have a long day because the last rehearsal is gonna end at like 8 p.m. Very long day. But the plan for the rest of the week, so tomorrow is going to be a late start to stream and a very short stream because I'll be coming home from rehearsal. It'll be Genshin again. We're going to do a temple for Mualani, and then we'll do the Genshin rhythm game, just to kind of fill some time. You're back. Welcome back, Printed Fan. Just going over the plans of the week here. So again, Genshin tomorrow is literally just going to be a temple for Mualani and then the rhythm game. Wednesday is going to be the space event in ZZZ. Thursday's community night. I think we're gonna do the Pokemon raids in Scarlet Violet. And then Friday we're gonna watch the ZZZ special program. It should be Friday. And then the Fae polls for the week and rival domains, etc., etc. And then Saturday we're doing the other Bang Boo event in ZZZ. It's the chess one.
I'd have lost myself long ago if I allowed myself to be led by the whispers of the abyss. Surviving is tough. But taming the beast within is tougher.
Alright, but how you doing today, Holiday Ham? How was your day been? Thank you for the pats. I'm very tired too. I got like 3 hours of sleep last night because I was not able to fall asleep because I couldn't shift my sleep schedule in time. But I should be able to get back on track pretty quickly, pretty easily. But all right, let's get you guys going here. You guys want to go to a Fire Emblem stream? Is that cool with everyone
I'm
here?
a lot of practice these days.
I think who else we can go to.
Any conflicts around? I'm in the mood for some peacemaking.
Alright, anyway, if you guys want to join for the raid, if you're subbed, copy the High Papayas. If you're not sub but have enough channel points, you can redeem for the Hildebonk emote first. And then if you're not sub and don't have enough channel points, you can use the regular raid command. Again, if you guys just came in, Ham, you just came in, my apologies, but we'll be back tomorrow. Let's see.
I'd have lost
Yeah, let's
myself
go
long
here.
ago if I allowed
It's a
myself
Fire
to be
Emblem
led by
Radiant
the
Dawn
whispers of the
stream.
abyss. Surviving is tough. But taming the beast within is tougher.
Think should do the ZZZ events. Okay. I mean, if you want, I would suggest finishing the Yelan event because it's pretty short. And then for ZZZ, yeah, if you don't want to be spoiled, I'm doing the space one. What's it called? I forget what it's called. We're doing the space one on Wednesday, so maybe do that one first, and then I'm doing the chess one on Saturday. Alright, guys, as usual, follow on social media. Join the Discord. Hope to see you guys tomorrow.
I'm a little out of practice these days. Any conflicts around?
Yeah, I'm just gonna
I'm in the mood for some
get
peacemaking.
washed up for bed, do my Star Rail dailies. I forgot to do those as well. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Again, late start to stream, but we'll be on eventually. Probably close to like 9 or 10 p.m. Central Time. You guys have a good rest of your night. I gotta get going. I'm very tired. See you guys tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out today. See you guys. Bye.
When you lose your way, gaining some altitude can bring some perspective.